recording right now. So I'm going to mute everyone. And just in case you guys are not familiar with who I am, my name is Lindsay Gray. So some of you are in Tabitha's downline and some of you are in mine. So what's really cool for those of you that don't know is that Tabitha is in my team page and I'm in her team page, and we're like super close and we do almost everything together and help each other's teams, but it actually doesn't benefit each other at all. We're not even on the same team. So my coach is Christina Sullins, and Christina Sullins has Jamie Simpson and myself as personally sponsored star diamonds on her team, and Tabitha is a coach of Jamie's. So I met Tabitha when we were at Summit, like my second year, maybe her first year. And we were just joking around in the line and then realized that we actually knew each other and started working together a little bit, became the greatest friends. This is our BFF necklace. Actually, we're so fun. We have BFF necklaces. And then we just discovered that working together, we have so much more energy and fun. And when we have more energy and fun, we have more success. And not only do we have more success, but everybody that's on the team has more success. So you'll find that you end up on calls with her, but she's on a different team, but she's supporting you. And you'll find that you wind up on calls with me and I'm on a different team and I'm supporting you. I'll actually reach out to people on Instagram. I did that this week. And this girl, I was like, hi, how are you? I saw you watched my story. So I just wanted to connect and see how you were and see what it is that you do. And she's like, actually, I'm in your downline. And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I just was connecting and I guess I was on a roll. Who's your coach? And this is another coach that's on Christina's downline. This isn't Tabitha, but it just goes to show this has happened with Tabitha too. She's like, Jolene Kaiser. And I'm like, okay, that's why I didn't recognize your name. Now I don't feel so bad. So Jolene and I do a lot together to support teams, but we don't actually have the same team. And that's what I really, really love about our company, and what I love about our business and what I love about our team specifically, because I do just want to let you guys know, like, not every team is like this. There's been other coaches that I've asked, like, hey, do you want to collaborate and share about how you do this? And like, their systems are their systems and they don't want to share. And they're very like greedy, where I find in this business, the more you share what's working with you and just give away things, like people don't want to join, but they want a free meal plan. Great. Give them a meal plan. The more you connect and give away and show people and add value, the more that it comes back and blesses you, like so very much. So now we can kind of jump on in a little bit. So you guys are newer coaches. Every other Thursday, we do what we call coach glow up calls. Every other Thursday in between there, we do what we call Emerald glow up calls. So basically your coach rank or freshly emerald, and you are looking to glow up your business to emerald rank or secure your emerald rank, right? Then when you're emerald coach and you're trying to go for diamond, you're more looking, or above, you're trying to grow a bigger business than where you are, then those are those emerald glow up calls that really support you then. So this call is all about what you guys need and what is going to help you right now. I have a little bit of something I'm going to share with you, but I would love it if right now you thought in your head, if there was one thing that you could really feel more supported on, or have answered, or have a suggestion for right now, what would it be that would change your business or make you feel more confident? Like, what is the one thing that could help you right now? So if you kind of think of that, go ahead and put it in the chat. And then that way, when I get done with mine, I can kind of answer and talk specifically to some things that you need, because that's what this call is for where you guys all are in your business. And if I could give you any recommendation, it would be absolutely to, as you're enrolling coaches, but also as you're meeting other coaches on the team, really try to find the ones that you can connect with and run with and have it be fun with. Like, for instance, Jordan, it's not like just one of us, but every day it's Carly, it's myself, it's like, I think mainly Carly and I, but there's a Carrie and Jessica. There's like a group that's kind of like connected together that keep the energy up, that keep each other accountable. And that just kind of comes naturally. So as you guys are starting to connect with each other and meet each other, and as you're growing your teams, just really make sure that you are allowing yourself to connect in, and then find those places that feel really good. Like find those people that feel really fun and that you're just like, oh, I am like, this person is just like me, and lean into them. Meet them in the virtual gym, plan a free group with them, read a personal development book and get on a Zoom call with them every 2 weeks for like a book club. Have a book club together, whatever feels good for you. But I promise you, the more you find and genuinely connect with people, Tabitha's texting me right now. Oh my gosh, she is funny. So it looks like some people are having trouble getting on, but I don't see anybody requested. So let me just tell her that. Yes, we're on the call and I don't see any requests where I have to help people get on, but people are kind of just slowly trickling in. So hopefully it's helping or working, I mean. Okay. So, as you guys grow in this business, the thing that is there's going to be a few things that make you successful, and it's all going to start right here. It's not that you're going to become a leader one day all of a sudden and all these people are going to know, like, and trust you. It's not that you're suddenly going to have this big, oh, okay. It's not that you're going to all of a sudden have this huge transformation that everyone was waiting for before they joined you, and then you're going to be successful. It's not those things. The things that are going to make you successful, you have complete control over wrapping your head around right now and running with it and watching it all unfold. And that's really what it is about. And that's how it is in anything. If you think about it, when you start anything new in life, if you go into it with excitement, curiosity, and allowing yourself to really dig into the process, you're going to get results, right? So right now, the biggest thing that I would say for you is learn, but just continuously make sure you're having fun. Because the minute you're not having fun anymore, then that's the minute everything gets hard. And if this feels hard, like sometimes it feels hard for me, because I have a 2-year-old around my leg and I can't get to it and I just want to. Feels hard for me for different reasons, but I will tell you something. And I think this is a huge secret to what has made me successful from the beginning, almost 7 years ago. It'll be 7 years this month, is that I have never felt like this was work. Never. 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 That's huge, because I know there's people right now that are coach, emerald rank, Ruby. They've been emerald for a few years now. They feel stuck in their business and they feel like this is work. They don't enjoy sitting down to do their action hour. They don't enjoy the invite process. It makes them feel uncomfortable. They don't feel confident to what they're inviting to. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to continue to stay stuck in that same place because that's where they are. So that's what they're going to attract. In this business, I have never allowed it to feel like work. The minute I start feeling like it's work, I need to switch it up. I've got to do something different. I got to run a group a different way. I've got to do my day a little bit differently. I've got to learn to invite a different way, right? I've got to do something that it doesn't feel like work, because this shouldn't. And the minute it does, what I've found people do is that they come into this place of being really excited as a new coach with this opportunity for their own health and fitness, with this opportunity for a business. And then when it starts feeling like work, everything starts falling through the cracks. You have to remember why you're here. You started for your own health and fitness. Even if you saw a money opportunity, I started coaching because I saw a money opportunity. I'm a Ruby mindset, which means I want to be the best and I want all the money. And I can admit that. That's what I am. I'm a Ruby. I want to be the best and give me the money. Okay. That's just when you do your personality test, that's my personality. But right directly below that, like 1 point away, is a sapphire. And a sapphire likes to have a ton of fun. They like colorful things. They don't have a closet full of black and white. Like they probably have tattoos. They probably wear bright colors. Okay. So I'm a ruby, but right behind me, right underneath there, so close underneath, I'm a sapphire. So if I'm not having fun and if I'm not making money and I'm not the best, even if this opportunity is great and even if I'm getting results, all of a sudden you're going to lose me, right? So what I want to do today is kind of point you guys in a direction to know what you are, because you need to know what is important to you to lean into in this business a little more. And then also it's going to help you guys learn how to lean in or to coach others. For instance, if I know that there's a girl, Jackie, who's considering joining our team. She's an emerald mindset. Like, whoa. And emerald is like, if you look in, and this isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying like, whoa, because she's very emerald. If I go in her closet, it's probably majority black, white, and gray. Not because it's her work dress code, but because that's what she's most comfortable wearing. And if I ask her if she wants to watch the business sneak peek and she listens to Tabitha and I talk, she gets to the end and she says, that's all great, but I need to know how you make money. Is there a plan? Is there something I can look at? I need to see how you make money, right? She's an emerald. She wants the details. She wants that. Then the other one is a pearl. Now, believe it or not, I am like super high ruby, right behind sapphire, drop down about 10 points emerald. And I don't think I'm a mean person. And I think I'm pretty helpful, but my pearl is like 8 points, which is embarrassing. But this isn't it doesn't mean I don't have those qualities. It just means that's not what drives me. Okay. A pearl mindset is I don't even want to make a dime. I don't even care if I make any money. And maybe I do, but I definitely am not going to say that. I just want to help people. I just want to save everyone and I just want them to feel good like me. And I definitely don't want them to feel uncomfortable if I invite them, because that would make me feel uncomfortable. And I just don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. That's a pearl. Pearl is like, I just want to save the world. I just want to love everyone. I just want everyone to feel comfortable. Let's just all feel good. And they don't want to feel pressured, right? Emerald is, this is all fine, but let me see this in writing. Give me the details. Sapphire is like, I don't really give a shit about the details. And I don't really care if I'm helping people or not. But if I'm having fun and I'm doing all those things, like that's cool. Are we having fun? Are we having like a wine night? What are we doing? I'm in. I like that. Okay. And a ruby is like, okay, all of this is great, but what is the opportunity, right? Is there money involved? Can I make money? And what do I have to do to be all the way at the top? Tell me what to do and I'll do it. Okay. So have any of you ever taken a personality test like that before? No. All right. So I want to see if I can find, let's see. So this is really important for you guys to know what you are. And it's really important for you to know, you'll find that it's similar to like love languages, right? You know, people's love language, but this is, you know how you work and you know what motivates other people. So I'll know that if Liz is a sapphire, which she absolutely is, and she wants to have fun and laugh and like, let's just cool. Those are the details. Awesome. Are we going to have fun? Okay. You know, so if Liz is a sapphire and I'm sitting here saying, okay, so this is the compensation plan and this is how you make this and this is how you get to this rank. And then after you're at this rank, she's going to be like, no, like, I just want to go in the group and have fun. Can we do that now? So it's important to know your customers and your coaches, how they're motivated, because how you motivate them will keep them or it won't. But this is also, remember how we started this conversation. It's also about you. What's going to make you stay here? What's going to keep it worth it to you? Because if you are a sapphire and you are a ruby and you're sitting here trying to get all, like, put me in a chair and have me write out a challenge group script and I will tear my eyeballs out. That is not for me. Where some people love to do that and create all the images and have all the images with the day, like, I will pay someone $100 to do that for me a month. that's how much I don't want to do it, because that's not me. I'm not an emerald. If that's part of my job, I'm out of here, right? Hi, puppy. Oh my gosh. Look at,
Oh, I know.
so cute.
Oh, I woke him up. He's so tired.
I love the puppy breath. So cute.
I know. Oh, sorry. Okay.
All right. Thank you. But so it's important to know, because there are times where you'll come into this business, and I've watched it happen, where coaches come in and they have so much potential and they're about to crush it. Like, I can just tell if anybody in this room, and I'll just say it right now, Katie Naveau would freaking light this business on fire. But when she came in, she is more of a sapphire pearl. And I think I led her with a ruby emerald. I led her with opportunity. You could totally be the best at this, whatever. Plus, okay, let's run these challenge groups. This is how it's going to work. Where Katie is very like intuitive, like flower child, totally just needs to feel good, help others feel good, and have fun, right? So this is a huge tool to have in your toolbox. So let me see. I wonder if I can find like a really quick personality test, because I wonder if Shannon's is quick. Let's look. Okay. Oh, this is pretty long. Yeah, they're pretty long. So I don't think I'm going to actually have you do this on here with me tonight. I was hoping that I would be able to find this one that I used to. Oh, what's this one? Hold on. I might have just found it. Sapphire, pearl, emerald, ruby. Which gem are you? Okay, it doesn't have the thing. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys, when we get off the call and I post this recording, I'm going to post a link to take this test. And I want you to commit to taking the test within the next day and then posting what you are in there. And this week, I am going to, this weekend or this next week on Monday, I'm going to go live and kind of talk about different ways, or maybe Tabitha can, or both of us can, on how to help the people that are the different things. But this is actually a really huge part of your business, because it's important for you to know and love people where they're at, and kind of know what you need. Right? So for me, I'm also like a ruby. So I want to make a lot of money, not because I'm greedy about money, but because I have a lot of really big goals that unfortunately money rules. And so that's important to me. And I wanted to be home, and that was important to me. But remember, I also am a ruby, and I want to be really good. So if I'm stuck at the same rank for so long, I'm okay for a while. But if I stay there, eventually I'm like, ooh, I got to rank advance. Otherwise, I'm going to start feeling uninspired in my business, right? So these are just good. This is just going to help you with yourself and how to keep yourself inspired. And it's also going to help you with how to help other people. Are you guys kind of excited about that? Yeah. I think it's really cool. There's so many different personality tests. There's another one that's like a color one. I really like this one. It's Danny Johnson's, and she's a really great public speaker and has like a lot of trainings, and she's really awesome. So that's from her. Okay, so I'm going to dive into one other thing and then go ahead and answer some questions. And we'll do the rest of this another time, but we at least have that intro. So your guys' focus right now is really perfecting your hustle. I think that so often when we feel like, okay, I'm ready to move up to a rank, all of a sudden a lot of limiting beliefs come in, and we also think it's really hard. Suddenly, only finding 2 people to become emerald seems really, really hard. When if you weren't focusing on that, and maybe you were just focusing on your hustle and your energy, that would become a lot easier, right? So perfecting your hustle is like, how do you work this business every single day or every other day. So I know that one of the biggest issues and one of the biggest things that I've known that some people are saying is that it's hard to consistently post. It's hard to find a time to consistently post. So at this point in your business, and it's hard to figure out what to post about, right? So at this point in your business, what I like to do is a couple things. Number one, to perfect your hustle is to figure out what if somebody was to come to your house right now and start talking to you about something. What are like the four or five or six things that if they started talking about, your significant other or your mom or your dad or your best friend would be like, do not get her started on that, right? Like, what are those things? Because sometimes when we start doing this, we start getting in this mindset of thinking everything we talk about needs to be about health and fitness and about this, because that's how we're going to grab people. But I can't tell you how many more connections I've made since my dog was diagnosed with cancer 1 week ago, how many connections I've made through that. And my post still has maybe me as a fitness person in it with my workout clothes. It's clear I just worked out, but what I'm talking about, right? And it's a rant. I just went on this whole journey in a week of so much learning, thinking a week ago that it was like his death sentence to right now being like, oh, we're totally rocking this thing. Like, we're changing his diet. He's on medical cannabis. It's hilarious. He had his first dose today. It really isn't, I mean, it doesn't do much to him, but I mean, it's like all these options that I didn't realize were there, and they are. And in 1.5 days of him being on the steroid, the CBD, the changing his diet to a raw diet, he's so much more alert. And his lymph nodes have already went down in a day and a half. That's crazy. I can talk about all this. Like right now, my husband would be like, Lindsay, why did you start? You're going on a rant. You're going off topic right now. But it's because I'm so passionate about it. I have so much excitement and energy behind this. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? That's what draws people to you specifically. So if you were to sit down right now and write down 4 things would be fine, 4 to 6 things of like, somebody comes into your house, don't even get me started. Like with Liz, it would be like, Liz, did your kids get sick a lot in the last 8 months? And Matt would be like, don't even ask her this question. So what are those things? Because those are the things that you guys, I will tell you something right now, your posts will not fall flat. And it doesn't matter if you only talk about fitness twice that week. They will not fall flat, and people will want to read look at that dog, Jess. Oh my gosh, I want to kiss his face. Look at those ears. I love. So cute. But your posts won't fall flat, even if they don't connect with what you're saying, even if they don't get it. But because your energy, because you're passionate about it, it grabs people in. The way you're talking about it comes through text. So what I want you guys to do is just write down 4 things that kind of come to mind. So I will give you some examples. For me right now, it's dog lymphoma and everything that has to do with that. So when I think of dog lymphoma, and I'm making a little mind map right now, what are some things that I can think of? Well, right now I can think of detoxing the liver. So ways that I can talk about how detoxing the liver and how to do that. I've learned that the raw diet is the way to go. I am doing the medical cannabis with him. Let's see. That's basically what I'm going to put there. So I can put these little things there. Okay. So what's another thing for me that if somebody talked to me about, Rob would say, don't get her started. It 100% be human healthcare. Like, I'm passionate about that way before I figured out this whole dog thing, right? So it'd be holistic health. And when it comes to that, what are those things? And so for me, I'm not going to talk about anything controversial on here. Don't worry, you guys. But it would be a few things. And I know right off the top of my head. So holistic, it would be healing. It would be gut health. It would be the way that we eat, the way that we move our body. There's a few other things, but so holistic. So I'm going to write that. Okay. A couple other things. Well, one is definitely following through. Like, that's just something. Start talking to me about follow through. I was like never a person to follow through on anything, let alone fitness program after fitness program after fitness program. So, okay, follow through. I can get really going on follow through. What is it about follow through? I could talk about how awesome it is to check a box off of a calendar, how accountability with other people, right? So I'm going to write all this down. And then one of them I would try to have be about the future. Freedom. Freedom from what? For me, it would be freedom. Like, I want to be a gypsy hippie living in a van no, I'm kidding, with my children, traveling the world. No, I really don't. That sounds horrible, actually. But I do want to like homeschool. I want the freedom of going to Michigan and visiting my family whenever I want. I don't want to be like, oh, shoot, Owen can't have another absence, so I guess we can't go until tomorrow, and I only get to see my grandparents for 1 hour on that night when we get there because they're busy the next day, instead of, like, no, life's not about that. I'm sorry. See, here we go. Life's not about me making sure that he, whatever. Like, to me, it's about family. That's me. It's about me being able to be where I need to be, when I need to be, without chains, without restrictions. That's the same with finances too. Right now, and just to say this, I need to make a post about this. In the last week, I've probably spent roughly $2,000 to $2,500 on animals needs. Missy had to get blood work done to make sure that she was okay. She has cataracts, but she's fine other than that. Pudge, so many different blood tests, $700 of blood tests, plus the treatment, $500, plus whatever else. Lady, we purchased her for $600 right before we found out that we wouldn't have did that. Had we known that Pudge had it, we would not have spent that money on a Persian cat. But in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've spent that much money on animals. And 7 years ago, that would make me want to throw up. I haven't even checked my bank account. And I don't say that bragging. I say that because I am like literally on my knees praising God that he has taken that heaviness that we had for so long, and we don't have that anymore. Like, we don't have that anymore. That's amazing. And so that's freedom to me. So what are some things about freedom that are important to me? Now, the reason I'm having you do this is because we're now going to talk about some post ideas Monday through Sunday, and you're going to plug these passions into your post ideas. And it's going to feel authentic, and it's going to feel energetic, and people are going to start paying more attention and knowing you, liking you, and trusting you in other things. They're going to come to you because you are doing the same treatment as they are on their dog. They're going to come to you because when I went through my diastasis recti and I went to physical therapy, I shared all about that. That was one of my rants once upon a time. Connected with so many people on that. Right? When Oliver had a lip and tongue tie and we had to get that revision when he was 3 weeks old, and he literally screamed for 8 months of his life. And I was like in postpartum depression, like crying in my bedroom almost every day for 5 hours with him. Right? That I shared about, and that was a rant. And I connected with so many people that were going through the same thing or had. People are going to join you. You're worth getting people to know you, like you, and trust you right now, exactly where you're at with this journey on where you are, because people are going to join you for other reasons too. Right? They're going to have that need for that, but they're going to know, like, and trust you in other ways too. So I want you to do that. If you need to take time later to kind of mind map that out a little bit more, do it. If you're an emerald right now, this is like not your favorite because you would love to finish it and then move on. And I'm not an emerald, I'm a sapphire. So I'm saying, okay, good enough. You need to come back to it, do it, but let's go to the next thing. And that like doesn't maybe sit well, but just give yourself some time later to write those things out, because then what's going to happen is we're going to talk about Monday through Sunday. Okay. I am so simple in this business. Nothing has ever been fancy. I don't have a website. I don't have a fancy email system. I use what I use, right? I don't do anything fancy. And I think that's important because I think that's part of being successful, because then people, when they join me, like, they know you don't need to be fancy to be successful at this. You can be fancy if you want. but you don't have to. That's not what this is about. Just come and be you and get results and have energy and have fun and help others. That's really what it is. So with my post, you guys, to this day, it kind of feels like middle school or something for me, because this is literally what I do. I write down and I look at what we're inviting to. So right now, today is the final call for people to join Clean Week, right? Beyond that, we're inviting always for people to join our Made for You group, or whatever challenge group, whatever accountability group you are in right now. So you're always inviting to that, and then you're always inviting to the business opportunity. So for me, what's comfortable is inviting to things that are either coming up right away or that have recently happened. So instead of that, always seems to have a place to put them in, right? So for me, I always like to invite to, right now, I did a call to action for a final call already for Clean Week today. So I don't need to focus on that. But now, starting tomorrow, my focus kind of changes to getting people into the accountability group, the May group. People can come in at any time, right? Getting them started on their journey there. And then also listening to the sneak peek that Tabitha and I did last week, because I can still say, oh my gosh, there was just so much energy and it was so much fun. There's just 4 short videos. You should go check it out. Can you check it out? It's something I can just describe what it is really quick and then send them there to get the information. As coaches, and especially new coaches, we want to have all the answers, and we want to give everyone the answers to everything. Kind of like in a hairstylist situation. When somebody asks what a product is, and we're like, oh, well, it has this ingredient in it, and it has this, and then they actually made it this way, but this is how you use it. People don't want to know that. They just want to know, what's the problem with their hair, and is what's in this bottle going to help them? How do they use it? How much is it? Great, I'll take it home, right? A lot of times it's that simple, except for the emeralds. They want to know all the other stuff. But for the most part, people don't need to know all that. So you want to be able to have your invites and your focus, and know what your focus is for the week when you sit down to look at what you're going to post. And I would recommend having some sort of idea of what you're going to post through the week. It's not hard. It might feel hard because it's new, but it actually simplifies everything. You kind of know, and I know right away, that I am pointing people to a third-party tool. Anytime anyone asks you what Shakeology is, you say, oh my gosh, one sentence of why you love it. Let me grab you a video. If I get you a video, will you watch it? You never say, oh, well, it's a nutrition shake and it has prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and it's this and it's that and I like it because of this, because now you just lost them. People love you to know what you're talking about. And for them to join you as a coach or as a customer, they do need to think that you know somewhat of what's going on and that you believe in what you're doing. That's basically the biggest thing, that you believe in it and that you use it and you're loving it. But they need social proof that it's not just you saying that. And that comes from a third-party tool. They need social proof, and that's coming from a third-party tool. So you cannot be the explainer. You can't. Sometimes my third-party tool is my own video of myself. But like, for instance, when someone asks what a discount coach is, I have a video that explains what a discount coach is, and I have a PowerPoint and I'm explaining it. So I say, you know what? It is an opportunity to save some money. You get 25% off. You have the chance to earn back. And here, let me just show you this video. It's of me, but I break it down. It's so much easier to follow. And then I'll follow up with you in a couple hours to see if you've watched it yet. Is that okay? So what you can notice as I'm talking right now is I'm asking questions, I'm telling them to watch it, and I'm telling them when I'm going to check back up on them. I'm not here, watch this and let me know. They're not going to let you know, and they may not watch it. Hey, watch this, and I'm going to check in on you in the morning. Do you think will be able to watch it by then? They can tell you yes. They can tell you no, whatever they say. You have a follow-up time. Okay, well, you follow up with me, and if I don't hear from you, then I'll follow up with you tomorrow night. Does that sound good? All right, great. Here's the video, right? Always ask, will you watch it? Will you check it out? And then when you're going to follow up with them. And then do that. So third-party tools. If you're the person just delivering the information, it can get really messy, right? It can get really messy because you feel like you're just word vomiting. Like, and then you don't even know what you just said. And then you wish you could like delete what you just said, but they already read it. And you're like, oh, I wish I didn't just give them all that information. So it's really great when somebody says, oh, what is that? I say, you know what? Shakeology is a staple in this home. I do not go a day without drinking it. It's changed my digestion and my cravings like no other. Let me grab you a quick video. If I get it to you, it's like 5 minutes. Will you watch it? Sure. Okay, great. I go to YouTube because I don't like logging in my online office. Told you, I'm very simple. I go to YouTube, I search Shakeology. The one that I always use is, so you could even like put it in your note section of your phone. The one that I always use is called, hold on here, Shakeology. It is called Shakeology Change Starts Here. And it's white with the Shakeology cup. Shakeology Change Starts Here. I always use that one. I send it to them. So then after they say yes, I go grab the link. I send it to them. I write their name down and I say, okay, great. I'm going to go do a few things, right? Because it's not like we're just waiting to hear back from them. I'm going to go do some things. So I'm going to come back and check on you tonight after the kids go to bed. Do you think you would have watched it by then? And they're, you know what, today is going to be super crazy. I probably won't even be able to watch it till tomorrow. Okay, well, awesome. I'll check on you tomorrow night then. Does that sound good? Yes. Awesome. Talk to you tomorrow night. Can't wait to hear what you love about it. There's another tip coming up. Okay. So you are setting up when you're going to talk to them. You're telling them when you're going to check back in on them. You ask them if it's okay. You send them the video. You set up the time you're going to check back in on them. And then you check back in. They've watched the video. They're getting the information from the professionals, from a third-party tool, whatever it is. Now you come back in and you lead with excitement. You say, you don't say, hey, I'm just coming to check back in on you. What did you think? Because as a human who's supposed to be observing something and deciding if they like it or not, when someone asks me, what do I think? I am a positive person, but I start thinking like, I think it's good, but it is a little bit on the saltier side. I wish there was a little less sauce on the food, like food wise, I'm thinking right now, you think of what you would change. And we don't want people to think of what they would change. So you come in and you say, hey, and you don't need to like shoot the SH word with them. You just come in and you say, hey, I told you I'd check up on you today. So I don't know if you got to watch the video or not yet, but I'm super excited to hear what you loved about it. Or I'm super excited to hear, what did you like about it? You just come right out and you ask them what they loved or what they liked, because then their brain switches. You're not asking them what they would change. You're asking them what they liked or loved. Your vibration, your connection with them, it's higher now. What they're going to say is, I really like that it said it curbs appetite, but not with like a curb, like something that would do that. Like I don't even know how to explain it. What, a crave or whatever. It's like, because of the dense nutrition, I really like that it said that, because I do feel like I don't get a lot of really well-rounded nutrition. And you could say, oh my gosh, yes, that's one thing that I love too, because whatever. And you just relate to them. Did you love anything else about it? And they can say, oh yeah, I also really loved that, it seems like it's for only like $4 a day, that would be pretty, I could easily swap that out with something I'm already spending. And you're like, oh yes, you're just agreeing with them. They're telling you what they love. You're agreeing. You're not telling them what you love and trying to get them to agree. Right? So Jordan, while you popped out there for a minute, it was, you ask them if they'll watch a third-party tool. They say yes. You set the date for when you're going to talk to them. Okay, I'll talk to you by tomorrow night. Do you think you'll have watched it by then? And they say yes. When you come back in and you ask them if they've watched it, you don't just say, hey, did you check out the video? Because they're going to say, or what did you think? Because they're going to think, if somebody asked you about a food dish on the table and they said, what do you think? You're going to say, it's good. But then you're going to think, what would I change? It's good, but it's a little salty. It's good, but it could be a little warmer. It's good, but even if it's really great, right? So you ask them, you lead the conversation by saying, hey, I'm just coming back in to check on you. I don't know if you watched the video or not, but I'm excited to hear, what did you love about it? Or what did you like about it? Because instantly now they are going to tell you what they like, and you're just agreeing with them, and they're almost selling themselves. So, with that, then, so these conversations, right, are happening. So I got a little bit off on a tangent, but I think that's fine. So you want to know what you're inviting to, and it's a lot easier to invite to these things, to use groups that are going on right now. This is where this all went. What came from third-party tools. So for me, I'm using Tabitha and my last sneak peek as a third-party tool. I'm inviting people to the business and I'm putting them there as my third-party tool. Learn about the business there. I can tell you that it has absolutely changed my life in every way, shape, or form. I don't know what I would even do for my dog right now in this time if I couldn't just drop the money that I could, and I wouldn't be able to. I'm only doing that because of God's grace and this business, and I am so grateful. But I could go on and on about that. Can I just show you a video? If I put you in this group, would you watch it? Yes. Okay, great. I'm going to add you. There's 4 videos. They're about 10 minutes each. I'll check back in by tomorrow night to see if you've watched it. Do you think you'll have watched them all by then? Awesome. I'll talk to you then. Come back. Hey, I'm just checking in. Get to the point. They know you're checking in on them. You told them you were going to, right? What did you love about it? What inspired you about it? Get them talking about that. So back to the post then. You know what you're inviting to this week, but Monday through Sunday, I keep it so basic. On Monday, I am just looking to motivate people. All I want to do is motivate people on a Monday, right? That's it. So based on these top 4 things that I just listed that I could rant on, based on those things, what is something I could share authentically right now that I'm so amped up about that would motivate people? Today, it was high-waisted leggings. If anybody watched my stories, I went on a rant about the high-waisted leggings. Liz liked it. So what would it be, right? Motivate. I just want to motivate people. At the end, maybe I'll have a call to action. Maybe I won't. I want to make sure I have a couple call to actions to a challenge group and a couple call to actions about coaching a week. I better talk about it all the time if I want people to see it and believe me and trust me and join me. I better be saying just a bottom line of, it doesn't have, it could be one sentence at the end, right? But anyway, motivate. Maybe it's about your workout today because that's what you're feeling. You just crushed it and you didn't think you were going to. You went up in your weights and you are feeling on top of the world. For the first time ever, you felt comfortable working out in just your sports bra, right? Just a month ago or 2 months ago, had I ever worked out in just my sports bra and then shorts, and now I wear like hardly anything to work out, and before I had to have pants and a shirt on. Fun fact. But once you don't work out with a shirt on and then you put a shirt on and try to work out, you feel like you're suffocating. Like, it's like, get all of this off of me now. Like, even my hair was flopping on my back today and I'm like, I'm going to chop it off, but I'm really never going to. So then Tuesday, this is easy. We don't have to think about it. What's Tuesdays for? Transformation. Yes. Liz, ding, ding. So transformation. On Tuesdays, you're talking about a transformation. So I just asked myself, what am I so amped up about that has transformed in my life? Today, it would be the transformation of my knowledge of animal care for my dog, of what I can change and how I can help him, how my mind is transformed from feeling lost and like it was a death sentence 1 week ago to so hopeful and positive today. That's a transformation. It can be about one of these top 4 things. Can also be my physical transformation. It can also be my mental health, right? What's your transformation? But it has to be energetic and passionate because people will look. Wednesday, why? That's it. Why? I ask myself, why? Why? What is it that I'm passionate about today? And why? Why do I love coaching? Why do I love the virtual gym? Why am I so grateful that Carly and Jordan are still in the virtual gym today? Why am I great? Why? Whatever. Why? You share why and your real feelings about anything and you're passionate about it, people know, like, and trust you more. Thursday, throwback. I wake up, I read my personal development. Personal development I do before I even think of my posts, okay? But then, because sometimes personal development gives you the post idea and it gives you some really great value. Yeah, or Thirsty Thursday, that's a good one too. And then, so for throwback, I often think 7 years ago, and it's payday on Thursdays, okay? So I could say 7 years ago, and I'm just thinking of what I'm passionate about today, because that's what I'm teaching you guys, right? 7 years ago, if I was to make a post right now about Throwback Thursday, 7 years ago, if my dog got diagnosed with this, it would basically be keep them comfortable as long as you can. We wouldn't be able to afford anything. Maybe I'd do the research, maybe, but I don't think my mindset was really there at that time. I think I would have just accepted what the vet told me. And I think that even if I did do the research, there's no way I'd have the money. I can't imagine not being able to do what I'm able to do for him now. And I'm so grateful. And it's only because I leaned in, I said yes, I got scared, but then I got curious and I just never gave up. And I'm so proud of myself for that, because it's okay to be proud of yourself. Right? Right? Am I getting you guys? I'm getting me. I love Liz's dance today. But there you go. Throwback of what you're passionate about right now. Friday, I usually say it's like Fun Friday or Fit Tip Friday. Friday is a really great day to just throw a fit tip with a call to action out there, but it's also a really great day to just talk about something fun. People want to know that you're not just serious if you're always passionate. You need to be fun too, so you can keep it really funny and lighthearted. Like one time, it was our fish's birthday, apparently, that we got 2 months ago. And so we had to go to the store and get donuts. And the kids took a picture in front of the fish with donuts, and we were eating donuts for the fish's birthday. We had to sing happy birthday and everything. And I took that picture, and all I did was say, because apparently on the fish's 2-month birthday, we get donuts and sing or something. And it had more likes than like a post I had done in a really long time, because it was just funny and real mom life, right? So don't always think it has to be so fabulous. It can also just be your real life and something funny. So that's Friday. Saturday, I try to kind of just have it be lighthearted, like something maybe about meals that I'm doing, or something that just comes natural, something that I'm feeling that's about all this. It could be a call to action, like whatever feels authentic Saturday. And then on Sunday, I typically try to always share about how I'm excited, something that I'm really excited about for what's starting the next day, or what enrollment is opening this week. Maybe enrollment opens in 2 days for my next challenge group, and I'm so excited. Sundays are a really great time to share excitement about things that are coming up. Sundays around 8 p.m. Central your time. Lots of people are on social media at that time, and lots of people are going to see it. It's a great call to action. Anytime you do call to actions, Monday through Thursday, or Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. your time is typically a great time. I don't want you to get stuck on times. Post whenever you can, but it's a good one. So Sundays, I like to do some sort of like excitement for the week, or even just give people value on how to set your week up. Like I just went live on my Instagram stories telling people about how right now with Pudge, every day he gets a different dose of prednisone for so long, and then we taper off. And at the same time, every 3 days we're going up in the medical stuff. And so it's like whatever, and I had to get a calendar and write it all down. So I just went on my stories and told people that. Do I think anyone's actually doing the same thing, or that they care, that they need that? Not necessarily. But I think people will respect it and like be like, oh, that's nice, or whatever. They'll know, like, and trust me. They'll know more about me, right? And maybe it gives them a tip for something they're going through in their life that's different. So Sunday is kind of like that. So every week, you guys, on Sunday night, ever since I was a new coach, I sit down, I look at my week, I look at what I'm inviting to. I write it at the top of a piece of paper. I think of what are my 4 things, because they change. What are my 4 to 6 things that I'm really on a rant about right now and that I can add value to? I break them down a little bit, and then I remember every morning after I read my personal development, okay, it's Monday. I'm motivating people today. What am I feeling? I look at my little mind map I've made. And I'm like, okay, this is a good post. Now this I did for a long time on paper. Now I can kind of do a lot of it in my head. It just kind of comes natural, right? But this really helps. So this might seem like a lot, but I promise you that it's going to get more eyes, you want people to engage more, you want people to want to read, and this is really going to help. So perfecting your hustle is really about getting that post, because this is the thing. Your hustle is then the next day. Whatever posts I did yesterday, today, when I sit down to work my action hour, I go to that post and I look at all the people who are commenting and I thank them for commenting, or I comment back and I look at all the people who are liking and I send them a message if I haven't sent them a message in the last couple weeks already, if they're someone who just consistently likes, and I say, hey, I just saw that you liked that post that I put up. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Or, so it's connections. Or I say, hey, I just saw that you liked the post that I put up, and I was talking about, how 7 years ago I wouldn't even be able to afford this if it was what we wanted to do for my dog, and how heartbreaking that would be. I don't even know where I'd be. And, at the end of that post, it was really all about this opportunity and how much it's blessed my family. And I don't know if you were just liking it because of the dog or my words, or if you were liking it because maybe you related to it and would love to hear about the opportunity as well. But I have a really great group that my girlfriend and I just did, where we shared our stories, a little bit more of what I, was talking about, and just some information about coaching. And I'd love to add you to it if you think you'd have time to watch. Are you interested? Right? So you can take the people that you've either connected with before, or whatever, you can make it a really simple invite. You can make it a connection. But your hustle is in knowing what your rants are, knowing what you're passionate about, knowing what your goal for the day for posting is, knowing kind of what you're inviting to that week. It's just having it in front of you, your brain. You can't keep it all up here. You have to have your brain on a page for the week. Every week gets a new page. This is my focus. This is what I'm inviting to. This is what my rants are. This is what I'm really awesome about right now and I can add value to. And Monday I'm motivating, Tuesday this, right? And then it's every day going to the post that you did the day before, because this is what's going to happen. As you guys start doing this right now, how many of you think the same people are liking and commenting on your stuff? So you go to do your action hour and you have no one new to talk to, right? Because you're not pulling at anyone else. Because you're not expanding. And that's okay. You guys are all newer coaches. This is all fine. But you start doing this, you change up your wording a little bit. They hear your passion and energy about other things besides health and fitness, but they still know you have opportunities because you're doing call to actions twice a week on coaching and twice a week on letting people know still what's going on, right? You're still doing all the things, but you're pulling them in other ways. You're going to get different people liking your posts on dog lymphoma. You're going to get different people liking your posts on follow through. You're going to have different people liking your posts on whatever. So you're going to have different people to talk to. And then every day you're just going to the posts and the stories from the day before, and you're connecting and you're inviting off of them. And you're going to just get more comfortable doing this. And at first it's going to feel kind of weird, and then it's going to be so exciting. I have to tell you that I cannot wait. And this is not a lie. Like, I will get mad. Rob can tell you this right now. I'll get mad because I just want to work, and not because I just want to get it done. Yes, I do. But I thoroughly enjoy it. I love sitting down because I have the exact same way that I work my business every single day. And I get excited to connect and connect like this to new people. I get excited to see how many new people are going to be watching it today, and who can I connect with, and how, what's working for me. So don't let it be hard. Let it be fun, and just be more out loud about all the pieces of who you are, because that's why people are going to join you. They're going to join you because you love Jesus. They're going to join you because you love meditation. They're going to join you because you love traveling. They're going to join you because you love wine. They're going to join you because their dog has cancer too. In the end, that's what connects you, but then something else happens, right? So you're going to perfect your hustle, and then you're using those third-party tools as you're connecting with people and as you are inviting them the minute they are, here's the cool part. You don't have to be scared of inviting anymore, because a lot of people are scared about inviting because what do I say when they're interested? What do I say? Like, I used to be scared after I invited and I saw their message came back in my inbox. I didn't want to open it up because I was scared of what it was going to say. Because what if they did want information and I was going to blow it? I didn't want to answer it. Like, I'd be nervous. But all you're going to do is be excited, say one sentence about why you like what they're saying they're interested in, and then third party tool. Set the follow up with them, ask what they loved. Be excited with them, right? Another tip I have for you, and then I'm going to look at the questions. Another tip that I have for you is that when people are asking you, when you're asking them about a thing, like if they're interested in joining a challenge group and they say, actually, I am really interested in hearing about the workouts because the gym's closed and I do need to work out. What happens is a lot of coaches are so excited that we want to talk to them about that. And then we also want to talk to them about Shakeology right away. And guess what we just did? We freaked them the frick out and they're gone. Freaked them the frick out and they gone. They gone and they not listening. They don't want to know. Because if they're interested in the workouts, you cannot move on to Shakeology or Energize or anything else until they're sold on the workouts. Here's an example. Somebody says, yeah, I am interested in the workout piece. And you said, oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you about that. So what were you doing at the gym? Well, I really like to do this turbo class. And then I would just do like cardio machines and weights, but I don't know. And you're like, okay, so how long in a day would you say that you want to work out for? I could work out anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. And you like a variety of workouts? Do you like more high intensity or low intensity? I like a mixture and probably high intensity. Okay, so I have the perfect program I'm thinking of. You'd get the on-demand library, but I think that the 21 Fix Extreme day real time would be perfect for you. There's a different workout every single day. They're all streamed live. So there's never, it's not the same one every single Monday, right? You get it switched up. It has an awesome nutrition plan. Let me grab the video and you can tell me if this looks like something you'd like. Have you heard of it before? No, I haven't. Great. Go to YouTube, 21 Day Fix, Team Beachbody. Yep, that's the one. Send it. Okay, I'm going to check up on you in an hour. Do you think you've watched it by then? Yeah, I'm going to watch it now. Okay, great. I'll check up on you in a few. Check back up. Hey, I just wanted to see, what did you love about it? Doesn't it look like something that doesn't it seem like something that's perfect for you? Yes, I really did like that. Okay, did you hear? So now she loved it. Yeah. Can you, with the fish thing? So yes, I did love it. That looks like something I would love. How much is it? Okay, well, the cost, here we are. The cost really depends on the way you get it. There are so many ways to get this, and the cost really depends on the way that you get it. So do you mind if I ask you a couple more questions and then I can give you more accurate estimate on that? You don't need to give the cost. Oh, well, you could get it like this. This is where people often go. You can get it with Shakeology for $160, or you can get it this way, or you can get it this way. And then people are like, what is Shakeology? Why are we talking about that? I just thought we were talking about this program, right? So you say, well, it really depends. So the cool thing about how you can get it is that it comes on this on-demand streaming library where you can go from program to program and continue to get results. And that's actually the best way to get it. So the 21 Day Fix is great. Did you hear them talk about the nutrition piece? They say, yes. You say, how is your nutrition? You've sold them on 21 Day Fix. They already told you they want it. They already said they like it. They even asked the cost. Now it's safe for you to say, well, let's talk about nutrition. Can I ask you a few more questions? Let's talk about nutrition. You ask them, what are your struggles with nutrition? They say cravings. They say snacking. They say, I don't have time. Whatever they say, I have the perfect solution for you. If it's the truth, which typically it is. Shakeology has been a game changer for me for the reasons that you just said right there. Let me grab a video because there is a bundle that you can get these two opportunities together, highly discounted. I'm going to grab the video and you can watch it. Same process. Here's the video. Let me know when you're done. You sell them on one and then you do the other. Does that make sense? Or people are interested in Shakeology. You talk to them about the Shakeology. You get them the video. They want the Shakeology. They're saying, how much is it? And you say, you know what? There's a few different options. Let me just ask, is there a fitness piece that you're working into this, or do you work out? After they want the Shakeology, you start talking about fitness, because then conveniently, no matter which way it goes, they're going to like both, but they're worried about cost. And how perfect that if they loved the workouts and now Shakeology is included, they can get Shakeology for half off in this challenge pack. Half off's a big deal. Even if the price is $160, they can get this for half off. Not, you can get this with Shakeology and it's $160. That doesn't make sense to them. But now they want both, and you can get it half off if you bundle them together now, right? Or they want Shakeology and the workouts are something they don't really need. They go to the gym 3 times a week, but it would be nice to have other options. And you can say, well, for only $30 more, you can get an entire year of 1,000 programs at your fingertips. Like that's right. That's for $30 for the year, because you can get it discounted with Shakeology right now. Right. So then they see the value, they see the bigger deal. Okay. I just gave you guys so much information. I'm going to look at this. What I actually think I'm going to do is okay, let me look at this real quick, because I was going to say, if there's a lot of questions, what I'm going to do is go live tomorrow in the Goal Getters, and I can share it into Tabitha's page too, and then that way I can give you guys all this and not keep you late tonight. But let's see, my hardest thing is having the actual conversation. I'm not pushy, but I'm all over the place. All right, so we talked about that. I struggle with being consistent and making the time to connect with others, trying to push the excuses if I don't have time. Yes, whatever story you tell yourself is exactly what you will have. I'm not a morning person, therefore I will never wake up in the morning until I tell myself I'm excited for the morning. And then I have zero issue getting up without, and I don't even hit snooze. Whatever you tell yourself, and also whatever you plan for. And beyond that, women have a tendency to not want it to affect anyone else in the home. And I still do that 7 years in, where I'll say, I need to work at some point today. And Rob will be like, okay, what time? I'm like, I don't know, just whenever it fits in. And he's like, well, just tell me a time. So Kathy, I don't know much about you. What, honey? Okay, 1 second, okay? I don't know if you're married or anything like that, but what I can say is that if you can look at your schedule, pick a 30-minute time, and tell whoever you live with that specific time and make sure it's okay with them, and then sit down and do it, it's going to feel so liberating. It's going to feel so good. It's going to build your confidence in having the time. A lot of time we say we don't have the time, but we really do. We just have to dedicate the time to it. And then, you know, with being consistent and making the time to connect with others, that tip that I just gave you on how to connect from the day before's post and kind of do that should get you in the habit of that. I feel like I'm asking the wrong people and getting ghosted and always told no. That is, what are you doing, buddy? Why don't you go downstairs and check on Lady?
No.
Okay.
No.
I told you at some point I wouldn't be looking at you guys. You're a little tricky. So what was I going to say? Oh, right here. I just feel like I'm asking the wrong people and getting ghosted or always told no. So it could be asking the wrong people. I really think that this is right for a majority of people, just at different times in their life. So as long as when they ghost you, I always say, go close the conversation. If you notice they ghosted you and they don't say anything, don't just leave it hanging there. Think to yourself, if I saw them in public right now, I'd want to be able to say hi and not have it be awkward. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, Sam, I see that you're super busy and you've read my message and you haven't been able to respond. I don't know if you're just not interested or if you're just super busy like me, but I totally respect that. And we can revisit this conversation at any time. I hope you're doing well and I'll talk to you later. A lot of times they're going to say, no, I am interested. I've just been so busy and I forgot. Or I opened it up and I didn't answer. Or they're going to say, hey, thanks, that sounds good. But either way, you just closed a conversation and made it even more of an opportunity that when they're ready, because at some point in their life, they will be for something that we have, that you're the person they go to. I also have had conversations with people who seem interested in them. Bam, they don't respond. That just happened to me. I had a girl who was ready to purchase a challenge pack, gave her a share cart. She was going to purchase it that night. didn't do it, was going to do it the next day. And then now I've followed up with her twice and she's not opening my message. It's just how some people are. As long as you've done your part and knowing that they know the value of why it would be good for them, and you just go ahead and close that conversation like I just said, and know that you'll be the person that they come to when they're ready, then you hold up your end of the deal, no matter what their end of the deal, what they're doing. I did a week of posts during National Infertility Awareness Week and got so much feedback. That's amazing. Yes, I really love that. That's a really great idea. National weeks or national days that you're really passionate about, doing some sort of post around those. That's a really good idea. I've never thought of that before. That's really creative. Inviting to the business side because I don't have anything to show what this business has done for me. Remember the video, the call that we just did with Christy and what she said about that. You don't need, and what I always, people don't need to know that you've gone there. Can you not do that right now, please? People don't need to know that you've gone there to join you. They just need to know that you believe that you're going there, that you're having fun, and that you believe they can go there too. Right? Because I haven't gotten more than one person enrolled and one person back on track, I need to use third-party tool and talk less. I'm definitely an emerald. Okay, so Jordan isn't on here anymore, but Jordan, when you listen to this part of the recording, I have some documents of conversation examples and a presentation that I can show you that will help you with the conversation process. Actually, I have a whole video recorded on it. Anyone else that wants that, I'll post it in the Goal Getters, and then I'll tag Jordan. Liz, I'll tag you too, and then that will help you guys there. Okay. So it seems like we covered a lot. So I'm going to write down, because I'm human and I will forget the minute I get off of here. The kids haven't had my attention for 1 whole hour in 48 hours. So, they're going to be all over me. So I am going to post the GEMS test, and I would love for you guys within 24 hours to figure out what your gem is and post it in the Goal Getters so that we can all talk about that. And then, so when I post this recording, I'll post the GEMS test there too. And then I am going to share the inviting document or the presentation in there for you guys too. Okay. Do you feel like this was helpful tonight? Yeah? Okay, good. Any questions that you guys come up with when I post the recording, put it under there. I am more than happy to go live on this and dive into this more, or schedule another call to talk about it. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. But it's a big one. Conversations and just like grabbing people's attention in different ways and being, feeling and being authentic are really big. So, all right, let's do the, you know what's coming. The boomerang. Are you ready for a boomerang, Oliver? You want to do a boomerang? His boomerang would be Oliver Gray.
He's just a baby.
My almost 3-year-old newborn.